Okay. Alright, time to do some reaction chat. First time ever reaction stream, probably. Alright, let's do it.
Is this reality? Well, we're experiencing something right now, so maybe the better question is, what is reality? Could
what is reality?
We see, everything we experience, everything that exists in our entire universe be...
Wait, hold on. What if I do like this? No, it still looks like that. Okay. Sorry, chat. Un momento. Fixing stuff. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Maybe like... Ooh. Anybody perfectionist just like me? Alright, we'll just leave it like that. His video is widescreen though, I can't really change it. Alright, let's go.
Artificial? Supporters of simulation theory believe that not only is it possible that we're living in a simulation, it's likely. And the more we look for evidence, the more we find. Let's find out why.
Evidence is everywhere. All you have to do is look.
The idea of the universe being a simulation is not a new one. Theories exist in ancient cultures around the world. Modern simulation theory comes from Nick Bostrom, a philosopher at Oxford who wrote an influential paper on the subject in 2000.
Yeah, it's in theater mode. I can't do full screen because my computer is so small. I have to look at the model in OBS and stuff to make sure it's working. You think it's very far-fetched? Wait, hold on, we're starting over. Okay, we were just fixing it. Okay, I think we're good now.
Is this reality?
Hi,
Well, we're
Doom.
experiencing something right now, so maybe the better question is, what is reality? Could
What is reality, chat?
Everything we experience, everything that exists
What
in our
is
entire
reality?
universe be artificial? Supporters of simulation theory believe that
Is it
not
too loud?
only is it possible that we're
Sound
living in a
good?
simulation, it's likely. And the more we look for evidence, the more we find. Let's find out why.
The Y-files.
The idea of the universe being a simulation is not a new one. Theories exist in ancient cultures around the world. Modern simulation theory comes from Nick Bostrom, a philosopher at Oxford who wrote an influential paper on the subject in 2003. Assuming that living in a simulation is possible, Bostrom presents the simulation trilemma, which says one of the following must be true. 1, we destroy ourselves before we're able to create a simulation. 2, we're able to create a simulation but choose not.
Wait, we destroy ourselves before we're able to create a simulation. What? We are able to create a simulation but choose not to. That could be true. I don't understand number 1 though, but okay, let's see, let's keep going. By the way, Thomas, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Hi, Doom. Hi, everyone. Welcome in.
2, or 3, we are definitely in a simulation. Bostrom believes each of these is equally likely to be true.
Life is a
I don't think
simulation.
that's controversial. We use computer models to study the human population, predict the weather, for entertainment. We simulate everything. And when a civilization can create a realistic...
Oh yeah, I see the goldfish. I think that's like his pet or something. Is the goldfish is in all of his videos. I think I only watched like one video. Like it was like last year I watched one video, but I've been wanting to watch more of his videos for sure. So we're gonna react to him today. Okay.
Simulation. The most obvious one to create is that of its own early existence. Bostrom calls this an ancestral simulation. And a civilization that can do this wouldn't just create one simulation, it would create many. And those simulated civilizations might create their own simulations of the universe, and on like Russian nesting dolls of reality.
Now you're a character in that world and you think you have free will and you say, I want to invent a computer, so you do. Hey, I want to create a world in my computer. And then that world creates a world in its computer. And then you have simulations all the way down.
When Elon Musk...
You guys ever heard the thing about the brain naming itself Brain? Kind of like, I don't know why that reminded me of that. The brain named itself Brain. You create a simulation you create a computer that creates a simulation within a simulation within a simulation within a simulation. you know.
Was asked what he thought the chances were that our reality is the original base reality.
The odds that we're in base reality is 1 in billions.
Elon Musk? Why'd you put
Neil deGrasse
Skillation in
Tyson
Elon
is
Musk?
a little more conservative. He thinks the odds that we are in base reality versus a simulated reality is 50-50. A 50-50 chance that everything we experience is artificial, that's still pretty high. And even though we mostly hear what scientists think about this, it's not scientific theory. Simulation theory isn't math, it's philosophy. It isn't
Really?
physics, it's metaphysics. So what we need is hard
Metaphysics?
evidence
What is
that
that?
we live in a simulation. And to find proof, all you have to do is look.
Do you guys think we're living in a simulation? What if we were, I don't know, kind of reminds me of like cyberpunk stuff, you know? What if when you were born and then you have no idea what's happening and you were inside this cryogenesis, I don't know, you're frozen in time or something? I don't know. We live in a simulation. Life is a simulation, guys. We're all NPCs here. We're all NPCs. Are we talking about the Matrix movie? Not sure. We're watching. We live in a simulation. The evidence is everywhere. All you have to do is look. But the Y files. I like him. He's cool.
Let's start at the beginning. There was no space or time. The contents of the entire universe were concentrated to the size of a tennis ball and had a temperature of 1,000,000,000 degrees. Then suddenly, the Big Bang.
Whoa.
Everything explodes outward faster than the
Bam.
speed of light. Then about 14 billion years later, we've got galaxies
love
and
space.
planets and ice cream and K-pop.
Ice cream, chillin', ice cream.
Yeah, I could do without the K-pop.
Me too. Okay, if before the Big Bang there was no space,
Did that goldfish just talk? What the heck? Did goldfish just talk? Did you guys see that? How did he do that? Yeah, we live in a simulation for sure. We live in a simulation. Yeah, it's definitely a rabbit hole for sure.
space and no time, what was there? What about the beginning of the universe from the religious point of view? God created everything. Fine. Where was he before? What caused the Big Bang to happen in the first place? Or what made God decide to snap his fingers or wiggle his nose or whatever he did to make everything happen? If you ask a physicist to explain what existed before the universe, they'll give you an answer about quantum foam, dark energy, or something just as bonkers as the Big Bang.
I would probably
Ask a
do that
theologian
too.
what existed before God created the universe, and you'll get an answer equally as confusing. But what does make sense is that the universe was just sitting there dormant. Then someone somewhere decided to boot up a program. And in that program, our program, are all the laws of the universe. Electromagnetism and gravitational force are written into the program. The speed of light gets a value. There's code for Planck's constants of mass, speed, and time. Avogadro's number is in there, along with a bunch of other rules that govern the behavior of everything that exists. All
Avogadro's number, that's math stuff. I remember I learned about that as well in math class. Avogadro's
part
number.
of our program. Even consciousness itself is part of our simulation. If you've never heard of simulation theory, then this might sound far-fetched. But some of the world's most respected scientists, technologists, and philosophers believe that it is more likely than not that we are living in an artificial reality. So,
We are?
how do we prove it?
How? What do you mean? How do we live in an artificial reality? What is real, chat? What is real? Are you real? Am I real? Are we all NPCs? Am I just a figment of your imaginations? Are VTubers real, guys? Are VTubers real? Or are we living in a simulation?
If we live in an artificial reality, it would make sense for there to be occasional glitches. Philip K. Dick is one of the most influential science fiction writers of all time. Movies based on his books include Blade Runner, Total Recall, Minority Report,
Blade
The Adjustment
Runner.
Bureau, and plenty of others. He believed there are many universes, and sometimes those other realities bleed into ours. He claimed to have visions of this, and even wrote stories like The Man in the High Castle based on these visions.
That in fact plural realities did exist superimposed onto one another like so many film transparencies.
One way other realities blend into
Mm-hmm.
ours could be the Mandela effect. The
Mandela
Mandela effect is when a
effect.
large number of people have memories of events that don't match reality. This is called the Mandela
Oh yeah, if you guys haven't watched our lore video yet, we talked about the Mandela effect. That was one of the themes in our lore video back in when we started our 2.0 model. Yeah. We talked about the Mandela effect. Like, you know how we did a rebrand and you guys thought I was one person that was actually this person, you know, something similar to that. It's really good. Switch Cat, and we have my friend Mirinth. We put everything together, all our other editors and stuff. So be sure to go check them out. It's a really good video. We worked really hard on it.
Mandela effect because millions of people specifically remember Nelson Mandela died in prison. He didn't. People remember his wife walking beside his casket in a funeral procession that was on television for 2 hours.
Wait, he's real? I thought it was just the name of an event. Wait, he's real?
Hours that day. This never happened. Or the Berenstain Bears, which people insist were always called the Berenstein Bears. People
I thought it was Berenstein Bears. Was it not?
remember the tycoon from Monopoly having a monocle that he never had.
No, he did have a monocle. Didn't he have a monocle? No, wait, go back. He did have a monocle, right?
Tycoon from Monopoly having a monocle that he never had.
He never had a monocle? Oh my god, I got goosebumps. That's so creepy. He never had a monocle? He had a monocle, did he not? He did. He did.
What was Darth Vader famous for saying?
Luke, I am your father.
Yes.
Nope, he never said that.
What?
No?
What about Stouffer's stovetop stuffing?
Best part of Thanksgiving.
No, it isn't. Because there's no such product. Stovetop is made by Kraft.
No.
Wait, did Darth Vader not said, I am your father? No? What? Anyone over Arson by any chance? Probably. Let's not do that.
The evil queen from Snow White who looked into her mirror and said,
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Nope.
Magic.
No way. She said mirror, mirror on the wall though. No, what? What? Yeah, let's not do arson. Let's not do that. The fish is crazy. What the heck? No, she said it. Did she not? What? That's creepy. You knew that? No, it's not. She said, what? He said I killed your father? No, that's obvious. What? No, chat. No way. Do I really live under a rock this whole time? No way. No, she did say mirror, mirror, right?
Mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest one of
Magic mirror.
My reality is shattered.
People remember Febreze being spelled with 2 E's. People remember Jiffy peanut butter, but there's no such...
Febreze is spelled with 2 E's. Please, someone confirm that. Febreze does have 2 E's, does it not?
...thing. And there are a lot more.
No,
Personally, I don't have most of these false memories.
Stop.
But there are a few that get me. The Flintstones. There are 2 T's in the Flintstones.
There was only 1 T though. What the heck? Oh my lord. We live in a simulation. I remember I had one. Did it not have 1 T?
I remember just 1. And what about the Fruit of the Loom logo? I could swear it looks like this.
It has a basket.
But it doesn't. This is the actual logo. No cornucopia.
That is so creepy. What?
Corny, what now?
Basket.
What?
Just say basket for crying out loud.
And at the end of Moonraker, a terrible but excellent James Bond movie, I remember Jaws' girlfriend as having braces. I mean, I specifically remember
What's with this music?
She didn't have braces.
My brain's a brain. What? Wait, that's creepy. Don't do that.
I just can't get my brain to accept it.
Braces
That's
look
the Mandela
creepy.
effect. So why do millions of people distinctly remember different things?
Glitch in a simulation.
Yep.
We're
Philip K.
glitching.
Dick also felt when we experienced deja vu is because something in our
Wait, so we're glitching? That means our brain is glitching? That is freaky. Chat, our brains are glitching. We are living in a simulation.
simulated universe changed and a new timeline branched off of the current one.
We are living in a computer-programmed reality, and the only clue we have to it is when some variable is changed.
Ever feel like you've lived a moment before? That's because, according to Philip K. Dick and others, you have. Deja vu is the simulation correcting itself with new information. But skeptics can easily dismiss these.
Deja vu is a simulation correcting itself. That's why it's playing it all over. That's creepy. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. What? That's so creepy. Oh my lord. Deja vu is simulation fixing itself. We're living in the computer world? What? Huh? What the heck?
Theories. The human mind is terribly unreliable. They don't accept this as evidence. But we're not done yet.
My bank account to glitch and have higher numbers? Yes, please. Can my bank account glitch and have higher numbers too? Please. Yeah, my brain isn't braining either. What is it? What the heck? I'm so mind blown. He said, Vader, if you only knew the power of the dark side. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father? He told me enough. He told me you killed him. No, I am your father. Dun 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 dun. Oh, interesting. What?
We live in a huge universe. 200 billion trillion stars.
Yeah.
And even if life is rare, you'd think there'd be some evidence of it somewhere. This is Fermi's paradox. And according to the Drake equation, there should be over 1 million technologically advanced civilizations just in our galaxy. And on average, the nearest one should be just a few hundred light years away. But there's nothing, at least not that we can see. So where is everybody? Are we really alone in the universe, or does our program only focus on us? And what about the physical rules that are in place?
What about aliens?
A cosmologist at MIT said,
aliens are real, guys. Not like in the movies, but like aliens are like, aliens are like species that are not your own. So like there's bacteria on other planets too, and those bacteria are considered alien. Those little animal microscopic living things that are living on other planets like Neptune or other places, or Mars, those are considered aliens. But not like in the not like in the over exaggerated Hollywood movies and stuff. Yeah. Those are considered aliens. So basically, alien is real, but not like the ones you see in the movies. Yeah.
The strict laws of physics point to the possibility of a simulation. Putting a cap on the speed of light sure is a good way to keep your Sims from venturing out too far from home. Theoretical physicist James Gates thought simulation theory was crazy. Then he started studying quarks and electrons. He found error-correcting code buried deep inside the equations used to describe string theory.
So you're saying as you dig deeper, you find computer code writ in the fabric of the cosmos?
Into the equations that we want to use to describe the cosmos, yes.
Describing the cosmos. Is it not planets and stuff?
Ones and zeros.
Dr. Gates has changed his mind about simulation theory. In 2017, a group of scientists at the University of Washington proved they can embed computer code into strands of DNA. Everything in nature is math. Look at the
computer code into strands of DNA? What? Like human DNA? What?
Fibonacci sequence. You get the Fibonacci sequence by adding two
I love the Fibonacci sequence. I think you learned that in discrete math. When you go in the discrete math is kind of a lower math class. But we learned that before we transitioned to a higher one. But yeah, Fibonacci sequence is like something about everything around you is made up of patterns. Like the number of petals is the same on the number of this, the number of that. You'll if you really do a little bit more research, or everything is, even the shells, like the shells, the lines on seashells, there's specific numbers as well. Everything has a specific pattern. It's very consistent, I would say.
Previous numbers in the sequence together. So 1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 1 = 3, 3 + 2 = 5, 5 + 3 = 8, and so on forever. You get the golden ratio, also called...
All these numbers are here on the side. They're the patterns in life. Okay, I can't really explain. I'm not good at explaining, but the golden ratio.
Called phi by dividing two consecutive Fibonacci numbers. So the number 89 is a Fibonacci number. The next number in the sequence after 89 is 144. 144 divided by 89 is the golden ratio. It's about 1.618. We see Fibonacci numbers and the golden ratio everywhere. The number of petals on a flower is usually a Fibonacci number. Lilies have 3 petals. Buttercups have 5. Chicory has 21. And the daisy has 34. And the spacing of each petal is arranged in a circle according to the golden ratio.
Very consistent.
As trees grow, the number of branches they form is a Fibonacci number. And not just plants, animals go.
Look at this.
Fibonacci numbers and the golden ratio
Mind
everywhere.
blown, right?
The number of petals on a flower is usually a Fibonacci number. Lilies have 3 petals.
3 and 3.
Buttercups have 5, chicory has 21, and a daisy has 34. And the
34, 21. Look at this. Wait. See 34 right here. 34, 21. See, the numbers are so consistent in life. Like, there's patterns everywhere around you. That's what I mean by the golden ratio.
Called phi by dividing two consecutive
I was mind blown when I was first learning about this in math as well.
Fibonacci numbers. So the number 89 is a Fibonacci number. The next number in the sequence after 89 is 144. 144 divided by 89 is the golden ratio. It's about 1.618. We see Fibonacci numbers and the golden ratio everywhere. The number of petals on a flower is usually a Fibonacci number. Lilies have 3 petals. Buttercups have 5. Chicory has 21.
It's a pattern.
And a daisy has 34.
The pattern.
And the spacing of each petal is arranged in a circle according to the golden ratio. As trees grow, the number of branches they form is a Fibonacci.
Look, the numbers of tree go 8, 13, 21, 2, 3, 1, 18. Like, look how, like, it's like same number.
Fibonacci number. And not just plants, animals too. The ratio of female to male honeybees in a colony is the golden ratio.
Even the number of the bees in the colony, everywhere in life, it's a pattern. There's a pattern in life. Oh my god.
1.618.
Mind
The
blown.
human body conforms to the golden ratio too. Most of the body follows the numbers 1, 2, 3, and
1, 2, 3. Same with the branches. See the numbers and the patterns and the numbers and the patterns and wait, maybe we are living in a simulation. Although numbers, the patterns, and math is all about patterns. Math is all about, when you think about math, you think about patterns, like the numbers and the patterns.
5. 1 nose, 2 eyes, 3 limb segments, 5
1 nose, 2 eyes, 1, 2, and 3. The numbers, see the pattern.
fingers, 5 toes. The proportions of the body, like the length of your shoulder to your elbow, and from your elbow to your fingertips, that's the golden ratio. Even a DNA molecule measures 34 angstroms long.
34, the number 34 again. See, life is a pattern. the same number everywhere, about every aspect in life, the same number, the same pattern. That's the golden ratio.
By 21 angstroms wide. Fibonacci numbers and the golden ratio. From the spiral of seashells to the spiral of a galaxy and everything in between.
See, same number. Some of them have 3, some of them have 21. Like, the same number of patterns everywhere in life. Never thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. These numbers scare me. There's no reasons for that, though. Really?
Fibonacci numbers are everywhere. Now, some claim this is a coincidence, that humans look for patterns in chaos because that's what we're programmed to do.
That's so genius. He's using that to support his claim that we live in. That's so genius. I'm such a nerd. I love that.
We're programmed to do.
And isn't that interesting? By trying to debunk simulation theory, they actually end up proving it. No matter what we study, whether it's something the size of a galaxy or as small as an electron, everything in the universe seems to follow patterns and rules.
Yes.
In other words, a program.
Math is all about memory. If you're good with memory, you're practically more than halfway good at math. It's all about repetition, remembering the formulas, remembering the patterns, remembering the numbers and stuff. You just need good memory. If you have a good memory, you don't have to be the smartest person in the world, but if you have a good memory, you can be pretty good at math. Yeah.
To simulate an entire universe, you'd obviously need more advanced technology than we have. But that doesn't mean we won't get there. Moore's law says that computing power doubles every 18 months, and this has held true for about 50 years. Now that is slowing down a little bit, but only because of physical limitations. Assuming we can learn to make microchips smaller, and there's no doubt that we will.
Wait, you said patterns and rules does not equal program? But don't you need to know don't you need to hold on? But doesn't a program have like binary numbers and stuff for like coding and everything? Like that doesn't that have a pattern? Isn't that a pattern? Right? No? Am I wrong? I don't know. I'm not an engineer. I'm not an engineer. Math was invented to describe nature and universe literally. Yeah, that is so true. I can see that now. I can see that. I have terrible memory. Explains a lot why I'm bad at math. Sometimes you just gotta repeat the numbers over and over until it clicks in your brain. Sometimes you just gotta just say the formula over and over and over. It all boils down to zeros and ones. Yeah, isn't that a pattern? Isn't that a pattern? Is it not? Is it not, chat? Is it not?
It's predicted that artificial intelligence could surpass human intelligence within the next 100.
You mean AI, artificial intelligence? Isn't AI artificial intelligence? Isn't that the thing that everybody hates the most? But don't we have AIs in the medical and the hospital and stuff? Don't we have AI machines that help us, check vital signs? Like, I understand like AI is like, the idea that it takes jobs away from people, but not everything, not all the time. Some of them are used in like medical facilities, some of them are used in like the surgery room. I don't know, all that stuff as well. Like even like some of them, sometimes you need, I know there's going to be a law that comes out soon, told by my school that there's going to be a law soon about allowing the use of ChatGPT or AI in school as sources or something. I'm not too sure, but I know something about allowing AI. There's going to be a law about it soon, allowing that in like educational systems. I'm not sure. People don't like generative AI. Wait, what's the difference? What's generative AI? What's the difference between generative and like actual artificial intelligence, right? AI can't take over because AI can be creative. AI is not invent. Yeah, that's true. That's why I'm still a little I'm still kind of skeptical. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like the idea of having doctors as robots. And I know like people are thinking about replacing them or adding more doctors but as robots, but I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm kind of scared. I don't think I agree with that, Some beneficial, some is a drag. Yeah, I agree. Generative AI doesn't belong in academic settings, period. Yeah. Huh, interesting. So there's more than different kinds of AI. Interesting. But yeah, I know like some of them are used in hospitals too, is it not?
100 years. As Elon Musk points out, when he was a kid, the world's most advanced video game was Pong. 2 rectangles on a screen.
Pong?
40 years later, video game technology is barely distinguishable from reality. He said that 6 years ago. And even in that short time...
Wait, what's Unreal Engine 5? What's that? Is that like a game company?
Video game engines have become even more realistic. Look at this footage from Unreal Engine 5.
When a world
is that
we
AI?
can build
Keanu
feels as real
Reeves?
as our own.
Matrix?
Imagine what games are going to look like in the next 6 years.
What's that word? CGI. CGI is AI, is it? Is CGI AI? Unreal Engine 5 is a video game engine. Ah. Wait, what about CGI though? Is CGI a type of AI as well?
Or the next 60. Or the next 6,000. But simulating an entire universe. How big of a computer will we need? Well, it's estimated that there are 10 to the power of 80 atoms in the universe. Let me put that on the screen just for fun.
Look, patterns.
Okay, that's a lot. If each particle needs 128 bits to calculate its position and momentum, you're at 10 to the power of 83 bits. and that's just for data storage. We also need computing power to track what each of those particles is doing. If we say 2 floating point operations per second, or 2 flops per particle, we're at 2 times 10 to the 80th power flops. There aren't even words for these numbers. And this is the computing power for just the stuff in the universe. What about human intelligence? The human brain can perform 100 trillion calculations per second, or 100 teraflops. Multiplied by billions of people, the numbers are ridiculous. To power all of this, the simulation would need access to multiple Dyson spheres, the megastructures that capture 100% of the energy of a star. Or the simulation would have to harness the energy from black holes. This is why famous physicists like Dr. Michio Kaku are not on board with simulation theory. He claims that simulating a universe is not scientifically possible. The only computer capable of simulating a universe is the universe itself. Now at first,
so the universe is a type of computer? Metaphorically, you mean? Metaphorically? You said we do not have actual artificial intelligence. We have LLMs, language learning mod